This is Antarctica, a land shrouded in mystery, untouched by humanity for centuries, and still holding secrets we've barely begun to uncover. From the eerie bloodfalls to mysterious creatures, hidden underground lakes, and rumoured cities buried beneath the ice, Antarctica is a land of unsolved enigmas and captivating myths. Antarctica stands alone as the only continent without permanent human residence, thanks to its bone-chilling temperatures that can plummet to minus 90 degrees Celsius. It's also the windiest place on Earth, with gusts reaching an astonishing 300 kilometers per hour. Surprisingly, despite all its ice, Antarctica is the driest continent in the world. So dry, in fact, that it's officially classified as a desert. But despite its unforgiving environment, Antarctica has been the focus of intense rivalry between nations for centuries, all trying to take control of Antarctica. This is a political map of Antarctica. This part of Antarctica is claimed by France. This part is claimed by Norway. Australia claims the entire right side of the continent. Similarly, Britain, Chile, Argentina, and New Zealand also claim certain parts of Antarctica. But what is the reason for this? What is beneath this layer of thick ice, and why all the world's superpowers want to take control of it? Today, we will be diving into Antarctica's greatest mysteries and uncovering the story of when and how this frozen land was first discovered. Finally, we'll explore some recent discoveries about Antarctica that could have a major impact on global geopolitics. Who discovered Antarctica? Depends on who you are asking. The British claim they discovered Antarctica, while the Russians say that they were first to set foot there. Believe it or not, Antarctica was first mentioned thousands of years ago by the Greek philosopher Aristotle, who proposed that the Earth is round and that the North and South Poles are like mirror images. In 2021, a study by the Royal Society of New Zealand proposed that the Maori people from the Polynesian islands might have been the first humans to reach Antarctica in the 7th century, as their ancient legends describe an icy continent to the south of the Earth. In recorded history, British officer James Cook was likely the first European to venture near Antarctica, crossing the Antarctic Circle. However, he stopped 130 kilometers short of the continent and turned back after spotting icebergs in the treacherous waters. Cook never actually saw Antarctica and claimed it was so dangerous to venture out here that humans might never reach it. After Captain Cook, many tried to discover Antarctica but failed. But then in the 19th century, fierce competition for resources, trade routes, and power pushed nations into a race for exploration, all striving to dominate the New World Order. In 1819, the Russian Empire tasked Russian explorer Fabian von Bellingshausen to circumnavigate the globe and discover new lands and continents. In 1820, he proved Captain Cook wrong and got very close to Antarctica in the Southern Ocean. He never set foot on Antarctica, but he is considered the first person in modern history to have actually seen Antarctica. Between 1900 and the 1920s, numerous expeditions were made to Antarctica. In 1911, British explorer Robert Falcon Scott and his team set foot on the continent and travelled 600 kilometres. However, bad weather and hunger forced them to turn back. Tragically, the return journey ended in disaster, as Scott and his team were caught in brutal snowstorms, and none of them survived. After World War I, many countries sent their teams to claim the continent. In 1939, under Hitler's orders, the German Air Force even dropped Nazi flags to signify Nazi Germany's control over the area. After World War II, countries established research stations in Antarctica, leading to some incredible discoveries. The biggest surprise? Antarctica wasn't always an icy wilderness. It was once a warm, thriving rainforest. According to scientists from Imperial College of London, they found fossilised wood that indicated that about 90 million years ago, Antarctica was a warm continent with dense forests. They also found fossils of insects that are only found in warm regions. The second major and mysterious discovery about Antarctica is that under this 3-kilometre thick ice, there are 400 lakes with their own ecosystem, hosting unique marine animals which are not found anywhere else in the world. These include large underwater spiders and see-through jellyfish. It's a whole different world beneath the ice. Similarly, another thing in Antarctica that has puzzled many explorers for years is the blood waterfall. In McMurdo Valley, there's a waterfall that looks like blood pouring out of the ice. Scientists recently uncovered the secret behind this mysterious red waterfall. It's actually fed by a super salty lake buried under hundreds of feet of ice, completely sealed off from the outside atmosphere. The water is rich in iron, and when it flows out and meets oxygen and sunlight, the iron oxidizes, creating the rusty red colour. The third largest mystery and conspiracy regarding Antarctica is the idea that there's an ancient civilization under the ice. Many have claimed to have seen alien spaceships here. In 2016, unusual activities were recorded on Google Earth in Antarctica. While conspiracy theorists called these alien UFOs, many political experts believed they were secret air operations by USA and other countries. This is where Antarctica's hidden political battle comes into limelight, a story only few people know about. While the rest of the world is distracted by other geopolitical conflicts, the United States, China and Russia have been intensifying their presence in Antarctica. China in particular has built several research stations there. According to the Antarctic Treaty of 1959, any country can conduct scientific investigations in Antarctica, but the results of these studies must be shared with all countries. In a 1992 survey by the US Geological Department, it was discovered that Antarctica holds reserves of 500 billion barrels of natural oil and gas. But it's not oil and gas that China and other countries are after. Recently, massive reserves of rare earth minerals like neodymium, praseodymium, terbium, and dysprosium were discovered in Antarctica. These are the critical materials used in nearly all electronic devices. As the world moves away from oil and gas toward powering electronic devices, the demand for these rare minerals is soaring. Electric cars and ion batteries are the future, and this race for dominance has led superpowers to brave the icy wilderness of Antarctica. The last mysterious discovery in Antarctica is the Southern Ocean, a deadly sea that shapes our planet's climate and water supply because it connects the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Ocean. According to scientists, the Southern Ocean absorbs 15% of the world's carbon emissions, and with global warming, the importance of this ocean is increasing as the ice is melting, and as a result, hidden treasures are starting to emerge. The oceans, which were once considered unreachable by humans, are soon set to become important trade routes. The research in Antarctica continues, and the future may reveal even more fascinating mysteries hidden beneath the ice. These are all the sources we consulted for this video. If you like topics like this, please let us know in the comments below. See you in the next video with another interesting topic. Take care.